bumping away, streaming for all to see. Cachorro, Cachorro. There's a dawn superheroes day today for you and me. Cachorro, Cachorro.
Alright, so this week's episode, while being super short, it's hard to keep notes on it because there wasn't really a lot happening in this episode. We started off with another new planet, Kofar. You know, they don't have, for some reason, Star Wars, everyone has to create new planets. You can never reuse planets. Yavin is a forest planet. You could go to Yavin, you know. I mean, I get Kaishi because the Wookiee, I guess, put himself in hiding. So we start off seeing the Wookiee home, and he's got all these art where he's been drawing all these circles and stuff that kind of looks like the symbol off the witches' heads and stuff, showing that he too has been obsessed with something that happened there. Then we see Jedi Padawan training, and I can't remember who the Saul's Padawan's name is. The one's played by, I know, X-23. There's some weird jerky movements here. So she's doing a little fencing exercises for defense, and Osha shows up, and after she gets done and says bye to her, and they have a kind of awkward conversation because the one, I don't know, I mean, maybe it's supposed to be the alien species she is, but she always kind of got these weird movements going on. Oh, and Osha's voice dialogue here is also not very good either. It's kind of sticks out. But hey, I'm leaving. You guys it's your job. Thank you for proving my innocence. You guys gotta go stop May. I don't want anything to do with it. So she's taken off. She did her part. She got next time. I'll stop. I can see you. So she's not showing that she wants. She's not rejoining the Jedi or anything like that. So then we cut to May and her little sidekick guy, whose name I also don't remember, landing on Kofar to look for the Wookiee, and she's going to go start looking for him by herself. And he's like, hey, hold on a minute. You need my help. I know the planet. Little weaselly guy trying to tag along with her. He's like, I agreed to help you, not the master. So they talk about the master a little bit here. So keep in mind, they are already on the planet. So we have a meeting. A big group of the Jedi are all meeting together, talking. They're going over the hologram footage of the fight with May, and they're picking up. Oh yeah, she's undisciplined and she's weak, but she's definitely been trained. So there's something's trained her, and one even says a splinter cell or something worse. So this is where we are getting a little bit of the Jedi trying to discuss what is training her. And to help everybody out with, well, there is a guy down here that kind of looks like a young version of Kylan Mundi. They have a little chat, and like, should we take this to the High Council? And the one chick's like, if we take it to the High Council, they'll have to take it to the Senate, and that's going to cause a scandal and distrust and stuff like that. So they are hiding it from the High Council. There you go, folks. This is one of the options I said they had to do. Either everybody has to die, they have to cover it up, or hide it. So right now they're already saying, let's handle it ourselves. We don't know what it's about. They do agree that she has been trained by a Jedi. Is what they're. No one said anything about Sith at all. They said a splinter cell, which I know that came up in the comic. I think there's something like that, something Splinter's Eye, or there's some of the Splinter stuff with the comics before. So they're thinking it's a Jedi who kind of broke off on his own. They're thinking it's some kind of Jedi trained her. And they're keeping it in-house. They're not sending it up to the big guys above, no. So there you go. They did point out that, like, hey, she's killing all the Jedi that were stationed on her planet. That means whatever the Wookiee's name is, and Soul. You too are on that list. This is odd, isn't it? So we see like the one green Jedi chick saying, "Hey, why is she hunting down just the ones that were on her planet there? What's going on there?" But then she has a little meeting. She says, "Why didn't you tell me about this girl? Why didn't you tell me there's a shot she could have survived?" And he's like, "I had no thought. I didn't think she did. It's like, it looked like she died to me. It's like, I assumed she died. It's like, I can't see how anyone survived the fall. See, I would have told you if I knew." That's where he says, "Hey, you gotta let me bring her in." It's like, I can save her. We can save her. It's like, we need to find out. It's like, you let somebody else, so and so, go for Gord or whatever, go for it. There's probably he might, using fancy terminology, but I'm assuming they're pretty much saying he might kill her. So technically, it's like, I think she's good enough. I think I can save her. Plus, we need her to give up who trained her. So we need her alive and get her. We need her to give up the name. Oh, he did mention something like she doesn't think she was scared of her master, but she wasn't sure who he was. She was not aware, which I'm not sure. I can't remember if that was in episode 2 or not, where she mentioned anything about him. He's like, besides, we have something. We do have something. She'll come to us because we have something she wants. Dun, dun, dun. After that, I think what came after that? Then we cut back to the two on the forest, having a little chit chat, talking, and they're bringing up the whole that she has to kill a Jedi with her bare hands thing. We do get more on that. So that is the final, that she has to kill at least one of these Jedi with no weapons. There's a final test by her master because it's about her having to get. So they start drinking up. Why is he making you kill a Jedi with bare hands? Why is without a weapon? And isn't that kind of weird? And so we're starting to discuss about going into that because a lot of people are fussing about that too. Like, what is that? So they they're talking about that while they're walking. So once again, these guys are trekking through the forest already. Then we get a scene where Saul stops catches Osha before she leaves. He's like, "Well, I need your help. I need you to help me bring in May." It's like, I want to bring her in alive. And so she did say something like, "Did you want me to rejoin the Jedi?" And no, not exactly. So maybe she's wanting to be asked to rejoin the Jedi, but she won't do it on her own. Possible. Then we jump to a ship. It's got a big Jedi meeting. Gord's giving this big old meeting with a bunch of Jedi, including there's one on there that looks like Plo Koon. And Osha's in like a little just civilian outfit. And there's like a little weasel guy on there who's supposed to be a tracker, I guess. So they're flying to the planet. They land. They talk to some people who says the Wookiee went into the Force and never came out. So they decide they have to go in after them. So they just now got to the planet. They're on their way. So they're starting their voyage and using the tracker to hunt. I guess the tracker's hunting May? I thought it was hunting the Wookiee, but then later on it looks like he was tracking May. Then we have another heart-to-heart with May and the other dude. And she reveals that, yeah, it's a test. It's like, the Jedi will not attack someone who's defenseless. So he's tested me with getting him. That's the ultimate insult if they fight me unarmed, because they won't fight an unarmed. They're supposed to not go against an unarmed person. I don't know how true that is. And then she believes that he gave her an impossible test, something that can't be done because get a Jedi to do that supposedly is unheard of. And she's starting to have self-confidence. And he goes, "Hey," and the guy's like, "Yeah, right, you should rest up. You're about to fight a Wookiee. I'll go get you some water. You just rest, get your composure." It's pretty much over now. We're going back and forth just between two groups hunting through the forest. The other ones are this area of trees that look really dark and bad. They have these big giant circles around them. Look like part of the tree at first. Like, yeah, we gotta get out of here. So it's getting dark. We don't want to be any. We don't want to know what lives in the ocean. Ocean touches one. It's a bug. It crawls up this tree and then it starts flying and flies at him, and Soul has to kill it. And then Ocean feels bad about causing the bug to get killed because she sensed it and touched it. She's also at this point. She's told Gord that I think his name is Gord. I think his name is that he Soul wants to bring in May alive, but it's like, you need to be ready to kill her though. She won't come in. I can't do it. So we're also being talked about. It's a step for her to face her past. And we did get the message results talking to her, and I think we've already had this chat. Because yes, it's like, you don't have to face May, you have to face your past. We both do. And once we have May in custody, all will be discussed on the ship. So now we're definitely getting to find out that yes, something else happened. Soul knows something else happened with the Coven, and that he's gonna spill the beans to both of them. So we're gonna find. So yes, once again showing May's fire didn't kill everybody. Something else happened, and Soul is aware of it. Then we come back. We hear some screaming. The whole group hears some screaming, and the one dude comes running back. He goes running looking for May, and all of a sudden he gets caught in a tripwire that pulls him up, and and May shows up, and she's like, "You know what? You're right. I don't have to do anything for the Master. My sister's alive, and all I care about is my sister. I'm going to go to my sister. I'm going to go turn myself into the Jedi." And so he's like, "You're going to get locked in prison." It's like, "No, once I give them the information they want, I'm going to reveal the Master." He's like, "He'll kill you if you try that." So she's now flipping to go. She's going to give herself up. So she goes running off. And then she a part where she falls down with these things that they shoot some kind of spores up, and she looks up, and there's the tracker dude who they've also lost at this point. The Jedi lost. And it's right by the Wookiee's house, and he starts calling out to the Jedi. And she runs into the house. I mean, I guess even though it's calling the Jedi there, I guess unless she didn't realize that's what it was doing. She could have just stood there and waited for the Jedi to show up. Like, hey, I surrender. But she's obsessed that she has to give herself up to the Wookiee. So she goes inside the house and finds the Wookiee already dead with a slash mark across his chest. And she realizes he's here. The Jedi show up. They surround the house. They know she's in there, telling her to come out. So now she got herself. Now it's going to look like she obviously killed the dude. Which is where I thought they were going to go with this. All of a sudden, Soul senses something, and he turns around and looks. Then all the Jedi turn around and look, and they kept Osha behind them for safety. And behind Osha, you see Osha's face, and you see this dark figure just drop down. And then finally, Osha turns around, and he walks right up to her. And it's and other people complained about the outfit. Some reason Star Wars always likes to put a lot of their dark side users in these black helmeted outfits. I guess because of the popularity of Vader. A lot of people kind of like, oh, the dark side user has to have some kind of helmet. Kylo Ren has his helmet. A lot of Sith Inquisitors wore helmets. There's a lot of Sith users that like to wear these full body out helmets. Especially, I guess, in something like this, they just don't want to reveal the character, maybe? I don't know if it matters or not. Walks right up to Ocean, is staring at it. All of a sudden, he ignites a red lightsaber. And all the other Jedi pull out their lightsabers, and Ocean run, and they start charging. And the dark figure just goes, throws Osha out of the way. And as the Jedi are all running at him, just goes, pushes everybody back. And that's the end of the episode. So we didn't get the fight yet. So I guess we get a little bit of a battle next week. We revealed a red lightsaber. They have called it they have referred to the Master as he a few times. He. So unless they're trying to make them think it's a he, that would say the dark user is male. I know there was a theory that the one dead witch we never saw was the chick, the other mother, Coral. So there's a possibility it could be her. Still going to throw out the idea it could be Plagueis. I don't think it would be Palpatine. They could use Plagueis here, possible. But we get the reveal of the Sith user. Well, another image of him. So maybe, so hopefully, the trailer I think only shows that pushback. I don't know if it actually shows him fight. And it's only at the halfway mark too, so I'm not sure where we will go from here. As the else like go, this just starts hunting them down one by one on this planet. It was definitely a bounce back episode. There was some wonky dialogue and some feels like some stuff that was. I mean, it was already half an hour long episode, but a lot of the back and forth in the May in the forest. I think you could cut that down to like them arriving and them like one scene, and maybe combine all that in like two scenes. Them arriving, and then them at one point in the forest. Like going back and forth with her and having chit chat with the other dude, and it's almost at some points like acting like a love interest, like he's into her. But a lot of times she doesn't come off as a dark character. She comes off a lightheaded. The comparison I'll make is everyone's favorite Shin Hati. Chick was that played her is gorgeous. Sorry. She is whatever fallen Jedi or whatever. They're not supposed to be Sith users either. From Ahsoka, but she was using that evilness that she was being trained for, down the dark side, and she was going just out for vengeance and evilness and stuff like that. She pretty much put that out. She'd have her little bouts where they try and talk to her, and she'd have these little clouded moments. But then she would say mostly vengeful. This character just kind of goes like she's supposed to be this dark character out for revenge and stuff like that, but then she has these moments where she starts acting like just, hey, what up? What up? I'm just a normal person, normal chick. How's it going? And it's like, it don't really, you're supposed to be a Sith acolyte. Darth Maul, don't talk like that. Saz Ventress for the most part, I guess. I guess her only fallback was when she went back to before she was replaced, when she was still Dooku's apprentice. Which, by the way, everybody always yells about the rule too. No one ever addresses the fact that Dooku had 2 Sith apprentices while being the apprentice of Palpatine. He had Asajj Ventress, and then replaced her with Savage Opress. So he had 2 Sith trainees under him. But she didn't really have these heartfelt moments when she was under him. She kind of always stayed was evil. And then she broke free with him and back to the Night Sisters. And then it's kind of set off her own. Then she'd have some more human, emotional stuff. So they do paint May just too softly sometimes. She's ready to jump ship on it by the end of this episode. By the end of episode 4, she's ready to give herself up and like, hey, I'm just going to come back. I don't need to be bad. After you just had a whole episode of her as a kid showing that she was an evil kid. Showing that one twin was dark, one twin was light. So you have the dark and the light side, once again, always manifesting. It's kind of yin-yangish. One of them was more light oriented, the other one was dark. But yeah, so we went. I mean, the Wookiee, we didn't get to see anything with the Wookiee, which is disappointing. I was really wanting to see the Wookiee fight, but we do have a bunch of Jedi that's about to fight. I assume about to fight this guy as he pushes them all back and escapes. And it's definitely the flashback was obviously, take out that flashback episode, this show still would be doing all right. So it would still be averaging about a 6. Because they had one bad flashback story where they, just dropped the ball a lot. Like I said, I felt like the show was going to bounce back out after that bad episode 3. So episode 3 was a downturn. Just did some background story stuff that didn't... I mean, it was obviously setting the seeds there that by the end of the episode, that episode might become better. Because once you know what... that's what happened. It was the evil Sith guy that just killed them all. Because he gave him the ability... He's the one where they gave him the power to create life. It was him that fed that to him. And he killed them all to keep the Jedi from finding out. That could be a possibility. So, I still think overall the show's okay. I know people are like, it's the worst rated Star Wars thing since the lower than the holiday special, and everyone's like, all the people, I'm done with Star Wars. And then you're back next week, and then they've already posted videos for this episode. So I'm not covering the Acolyte anymore. Here I am with episode 4 review. If you don't watch it, be a man and don't watch it. Stop making clout videos, little clickbait videos. Like, I'm done with Star Wars, and here's my reasons why. Oh, but guess what? I decided to make a video for the next episode. If you're done, you're done. Move on. And get on with your life. Bye. Go watch the old ones if you want to. Go back. Watch episodes 1 through 6. Because people pretend the episodes 1 through 3 are amazing. Yeah, right. You're done. Not everything has to be made for everybody. This is a High Republic thing. If you don't like the High Republic stuff, you didn't read the High Republic books and comics, why are you watching a show about the High Republic? A lot of people, I don't want anything to do with the High Republic. The show's about the High Republic. You're watching it. You could not watch it. It's by there, at least. So you just got people that make you whine and hate and cry about everything, and all they have to do is not watch it, not care. Caring, first off, anything with media, there's no such thing as bad press when it comes to the stuff in the media. Good press, bad press is all press. It means people are talking about it. It means hype stuff. Hate views are still views. If you really don't want to like something, you don't want nothing to do with it, then don't have anything to do with it. That's the secret to sauce right there. If you want to believe in any of this propaganda stuff that you like to claim, all the woke this and all that, don't talk about it and don't watch it. That's how you argue it. Sitting around on Twitter and yining about it does not hurt it. You're not hurting it. You're still giving it. You're still making it trend. You're still making it popular. Make yourself happy and just move on and just do other stuff in your life. You don't have to watch the show if you don't like it. That's the basis of the story. Don't lie and make fake. Well, I'm done. This episode broke Star Wars. I'm not going to do anything. I'm done with Star Wars. Here's my review of episode 4. You're a hypocrite. You're a hypocrite who just wants clout and people to click on your YouTube videos so you can make the money. That's all they want, folks. They want you to give them the views so they make the money. They're going to claim whatever drama bullcrap they can to make the money. I don't care if no one watches my videos. I don't even make money from any of my videos. I'm not even a partner of... I'm like nowhere even close to whatever it takes to be a YouTube partner. I don't have nowhere near the subscribers or the watch time, so I make money on Twitch once every 2 years. But because that was easier to get. But YouTube, I don't get shit, so I have no reason to try and do clickbait videos. I just say, just me. I thought episode 3 definitely brought the show down a little bit, but I had a feeling that once we got to the Sith stuff, it would get better. We're getting to the Sith stuff, so we started here, we did a dip, and then we're going back up again. So now we're getting the Sith stuff. I preferred it went differently than the way they're doing it, but I'm still intrigued enough to watch the rest of the episodes and see what happens. So I'm sticking around for that stuff. It's been an hour-long video, so maybe I should make this part 1 and a part 2 or something like that. I might do that. But until next time, Cachorro out.